My name is Honorable Stephen Mule, MP Matungulu, Machakos County. I requested a statement regarding the collapse of Donyo Bridge, which connects Thika constituency and Matungulu constituency. It is also the only connectivity between Kiambu County and Machakos County. Pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44, 2C, I raised the request for a statement from the chairperson and the Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure regarding the collapse at the river bridge in Donyo Sabuk area, Matungulu constituency. Chair, the river bridge serves as primary link between Kiambu County and Machakos County, as I've alluded before, particularly functioning as a principal route connecting the residents of Thika town and Matungulu constituency. However, movement between the two counties had been paralyzed after the bridge collapsed due to flash floods during the recent rains. Residents who wish to transfer between the two counties are now forced to use boats to travel between the two areas. Honorable Chair, mostly alarming, the collapse of the bridge has resulted into approximately 300 students not being unable to attend schools. Some of the brave students desperately don't want to miss their education, endangering their lives daily by attempting to cross the treacherous river in makeshift boats. These are situations that only pose a grave risk to their safety, but also severely harm their constitutional right to education, as well disrupting economic activities of traders and farmers from both counties. We rely on the bridge to transport their on the bridge to transport their goods. Despite the plight of these residents, the Kenya Rural Roads Authority (KERA) is yet to take action. It is in this background that I seek a statement from Chairperson Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure on the following. Why has KERA yet to take action in the reconstruction of the bridge, considering the plight of the residents of the two constituencies? 2. What are the immediate measures being taken by the Ministry of Roads and Transport to provide temporary crossing solutions for the residents? And 3. Why the construction of Tala Thika Road has stalled for the last 3 years, whereby this road started 7 years ago? Measures put in place to ensure the contractor resume construction of the said road. Chair, if I give just a clear perspective of the road and the bridge, the road has been swept away, extending it from 200 meters to exactly almost 800 meters on both sides by the floods. 2, there is a contractor on site, that is Railway Bridge Constructing Company number 10, who has been on site to build at 33 kilometers, and 7 years down the line, he has done half of the entire 33 kilometers. 7 good years, Chair. Yet the contractor now has suspended the entire works and left the site because he claims not to be paid by the government. Chair, I don't know where we are as a country, what we need to do, and it's really, really pathetic, the situation on the ground. We cannot just bury our heads on the sand and assume all is normal. If, as a country, after 50 years, to build only 33 kilometers is taking us 7 years, I don't know where we'll go and what we are doing. Chair, I rest my case.
All right, thank you. PS Engineer Bobo.
There was need to urgently restore accessibility at the bridge across the river at Donyo Sabuk to alleviate the dire situation caused by the flooding following the unprecedented heavy rains, which resulted to a washout of 200 meters of the old narrow bridge. Kera could not immediately reinstate the approaches due to high water levels. We had to allow the water to subside so that remedial works could be done. That is item number one. Number two, Honorable Chair, I wish to report that emergency remedial works under the supervision of Kenya Rural Roads Authority were undertaken and completed by 20th of July 2024. The outstanding temporary works include the guardrails, grading of the worst sections of the road leading to the bridge approaches. I therefore wish to report that the State Department has managed to return connectivity, pending material works to be done on the entire road. The permanent solution is to construct a 200 span bridge, which is not within the scope of the awarded contract. However, the State Department is currently undertaking a design of a 200-meter long bridge. The estimated cost of the bridge is about 1 billion. The construction of the bridge would depend on budget availability in future years. The washout is part of the emergency works whose funding was requested from the National Treasury amounting to 18 billion in April 2024. The request is yet to be honored. Number three, Mr. Chairman, sir, I wish to state that the project in question has a contract sum of 1.4 billion, of which 800 million was outstanding works as at 13th of November 2023, and a pending bill of 206 million. I would like to admit that the project has been hampered by the slow progress for considerable time because the main contractor, China Railway Number 10 Engineering Company Limited, formally suspended works on 13th of November 2023 due to delayed payment occasioned by inadequate budget allocation and delayed exchequer release. During the 23-24 financial year, the project had an allocation of 61 million. Despite the low budget provision, exchequer for the same was not received. The State Department did not receive an exchequer of 23 billion of the 2023-2024 financial year against the approved budget of 59 billion. In the current financial year, 2024-2025, the State Department has made, after the budget cut, made a budget request to the National Treasury of 250 billion, but received a ceiling of 52 billion, resulting to a thin spread of the allocation of the huge portfolio of project approximated to be 700 billion. The project in question received an allocation of 66 million, which is inadequate to warrant the contractor to resume work at the moment due to the current pending bill. I submit, Chair.
With the collapse of the finance bill, which are of course Honorable Mule opposed,
Chair, it's my right to oppose.
It's okay, I have not objected to that.
Anything that happens in this country provides an opportunity for Kenyans to learn from.
Point of order, Chair. Chair and Vice Chair.
Yes, what point of order?
We must be responsible for every action we take and words we make. Don't politicize the action we took on the basis of this road.
Honorable Chair, I'm not out of order.
It is my fundamental right.
I think the Vice Chair, Honorable Mure.
No, but Chair, I think, no. The way you are putting it is you are diverting the whole thing into a political scene. No, what you are doing is wrong. This is not a political rally. This is not a political rally. Yes, we are not in a finance bill.
It is not this road who made us to reject
I am not out of order. I have a right.
No, but be responsible, Chair. Be responsible.
Honorable saying you're out of order.
No, but we cannot accept some of these things you are doing. No.
I believe when you hear the river, Tana River, the main rivers in this country, they deserve some prioritization compared to water channels that are seasonal, that occasionally disrupt our motorability. For me, I believe this road deserves serious attention of this committee and the ministry. We are dealing with flooding associated with other river. We are talking of impediment to move to Kiambu, which is a very big and important county, Chair. So as a committee, let us not throw this under the carpet. It requires our attention, our serious attention, because this is a national problem. So as a committee, I think we need to go back and sit with our peers. Something must be done towards this bridge.
Thank you, Honorable Sunny. Honorable TJ.
Mr. Chairman, I think let us give members from Matungulu constituency the respect that they deserve as Kenyans and as voters. Under the standing orders, and believe you me, Chair, from a ranking position I know, when questions are asked to the executive, we don't debate them. We expect answers from the executive. And we may have good opinions and may have standpoints, but we keep them to ourselves. We want a response from the executive, and in this response I've not seen anything written finance bill. I've not seen any withdrawal of finance bill in any way. So even if we may have those opinions and inferences, we keep them to ourselves. But we must be respectful to the people of Matungulu who pay tax and who are Kenyans by their own right. And also the member of parliament who has asked this question, he has his right to ask it. And so would we get a response from the executive, not our own opinions or our points of debates to those issues which have been raised? And if there is no money, executive can say there is no money.
Just give us some clarification and in your view, the way forward, so that our friend on the other side can live here with some hope or with no hope at all, so that he can be able to address his people.
I think what we need to do is to satisfy the people of Matungulu, our honorable member Mule, so that he gets response from the executive. They have done their part.
Arising from the floods that came, this road itself suffered a damage estimated to be 72 million. That includes the two sides of the narrow bridge and the entire road section. 72 million was not available. So what the director did is to do just temporary works by backfilling both sides of the narrow bridge to ensure that there is motorability.
Honorable, hold on, PS. Honorable Mule, are you satisfied with the temporary works?
Chair, I was on site with the public last week, and I can assure you there is still more to be done, because one, the risk of the kids crossing over the bridge, because the entire rail is gone. It is quite there. And I believe I shared with the DG himself that the works are below par. So I'm not satisfied. The people of Matungulu are not satisfied. And the kids who cross that bridge daily, they are at risk, Chair.
This is a priority to us. We are aware that temporary works may not meet the threshold of permanent works. But the DG, Kera, will continue monitoring the section. We know sometimes when you backfill with material, you might still need to restate more. The guardrails, I'm being informed that are ongoing as part of the emergency works to be addressed to ensure that there is safety of the pedestrians. So, in terms of whether we have a way forward, one, our way forward is for us to receive a budget provision of like 200 billion. This contractor has suspended works for a long time because we are not able to service his budget, which is 206. When he looks at his budget of 66 against the pending bill of 206. That's a challenge. But that can only be addressed in the second supplementary, because where we are, the allocation is just 66 million. In terms of ensuring motorability, the agency will continue pushing the contractor to do remedial works along the whole road section to ensure that the community does not suffer unnecessarily. Now that we realize that a stretch of 200 meters is a crossing that can befall flood damage in future, then we need to fix the structure to cover the 200. Otherwise, if you maintain the same, even if we reinstate, another flood can come and again wash both sides of the narrow bridge.
For the purposes of satisfying the honorable member from Matungulu, and for the purposes also of making a commitment to the people of Matungulu, because either way, that bridge will have to be fixed because Matungulu is in Kenya.
My problem is that we are faced with a serious problem of not planning ahead. Since 2019, when the contract was signed, there is been no proper planning of finances. And I hear members trying to hide behind the rejected finance bill. 2019, there was no rejected finance bill. 2020, there was no rejected finance bill. 2021, the same. 2022, the same. And I want to ask the PS, planning purposes of infrastructure in this country is very critical. We know that their situation, most of the roads are in. But we have seen the ministry launching new projects. Yet, a project started 2019 does not have funds. Where is the funds for the new projects coming from? Are we fooling Kenyans? Are we fooling ourselves? Chair, politics aside, I want to urge the ministry itself to go back to the drawing board and come up with a strategic plan on how to complete the existing project and share with this committee on a way to go forward. Because the economy will not remain where it is, Honorable Didimas Baraza. Definitely, somehow, the economy will refurb itself. But under the current situation and the occurrence of projects within the Ministry of Roads and without proper planning, we still remain in such consequences of such roads. It is not only in Matungulu, but in the entire country. Chair, I want to submit, if the Ministry of Roads plans itself properly, we will not get to this.
The fact that we may not have had the luxury of the budget before does not exonerate us from the responsibility of ensuring that the kids going to school are safe. Once we get resources, however small they are, we'll do vented drift on either side of the narrow bridge to ensure that kids can still move across the bridge when the waters are slightly high. We commit ourselves to the honorable member that will work with you to ensure that the people of your community do not suffer.
I appreciate the commitment from the PS. I appreciate the divergent opinions of the committee, and life moves forward. I want to urge this committee to set politics aside and do infrastructure for this country and make sure that we oversight the ministry to do the right thing.
Thank you.